Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I am so excited because we have an Odin's Eye Cosmetics launch. We have 2 new palettes plus tons of accessories. So you guys want to see what this new collection is all about, all the details, well then definitely keep watching. Oh my god, guys, you guys know that I love Odin's Eye Cosmetics so freaking much. And so when they sent this new PR package to me, I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. So first things first, we have 2 new palettes to add to the Odin's Eye Cosmetics family. We have the Stone and Rock palette, followed by the Jewels and Gems palette. Oh my gosh, guys, wait, do you guys see how gorgeous these are? Because I already took a sneak peek at it because, well, I just had to. So at first we do the Stones and Rock palette right here. Now, first things first, I want to let you guys know that I'm actually pre-filming this video, so I don't know when this collection is going live or the price points, but as soon as I do, I'll have everything listed down below for you guys. But up first, we do have the Stone and Rock palette, and y'all, when I saw this palette, I was like, the way that my heart just like skipped a beat, because this is the palette, y'all, this is the palette for me. You guys know me so well. So this is the palette for me. So you guys ready to see it? Ready? Ready? Tell me this is not the prettiest palette you guys have ever seen. You guys know that I have a very soft spot for green eyeshadow palettes. So to see a palette all about like cool tone greens with green shimmers, green shifts, you have browns in here. It is like my perfect palette. I keep staring at it going, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Not to mention the shimmers in here. Oh my gosh, they are so creamy and buttery. So you're going to definitely get a mix of shimmers and mattes in this 15 pan palette. And I'm telling you guys, if you love greens, if you love browns, if you love more of the cool tone, this is going to be the palette for you. It is stunning. I cannot wait to play with this palette. Then they're also launching their Jewel and Gem palette right here. The packaging, I mean seriously, the packaging is so freaking beautiful. Now we open the inside. Now this is not necessarily a palette for me per se. I will say it's super pretty. You guys ready? Ah! Now to me this is a really pretty palette. It is, but it's definitely more on the neutral side. You guys know that I do like neutral colors, but I'm definitely more of a color connoisseur than a neutral whore. I liked how that rhymed. But no, seriously, I do love a really good colorful eyeshadow palette. So to see this, I do think it's really pretty. This is more of a cool tone neutral palette. Something you could wear literally every single day. I feel like out of the 2 palettes, people are probably gonna get more use out of this one if they don't like as much color, because this does offer more of a neutral, cool tone color vibe. So here are the 2 palettes. We have the Jewels and the Gem palette, followed by the Stone and Rock palettes. And you put them together. Tell me that's not a pretty like palette like combination, right? Like that is so freaking pretty. I absolutely love the shadows in here. I love the concept. I love the design, and oh my gosh, I seriously cannot wait to play with these. Now what's really cool is that for the first time they gifted over accessories. So I haven't actually had a chance to peek at these accessories. So we're going to do this together. So they came in this little like velvet pouch. And when you open it, it looks like they sent, oh, looks like they're sending some jewelry along with this collection. This really cute heart necklace that is super cute. With these really cute double heart earrings with like a drapingness to it. Oh my gosh, these are adorable. Then we have these really cool little heart earrings that have like little crystals on it. I love the way they drape, really beautiful. Then we do have this little cute pearl earrings with some hearts coming out of it. Super cute. I don't know how much use I would get out of this one though, because it does come off a little bit more like costume jewelry, but I do think it's really cute though. All right, so we have a really cute earring set. One comes just like a plain purple pink heart. One comes with a plain pink heart. The other one comes like a little dangly with like a little, I don't know what this is, like a little nose piece at the end. I don't know what that is. But that's super cute. I really like how unique that is. Very cute. Then we have another earring. This is going to be a like almost like an opal heart, very pretty with a gold chain. And we have a matching bracelet to that pearl necklace. You guys can see the hearts and a matching bracelet right there. Those are really pretty heart earrings. A little bit heavy though, but super pretty. Last one, at least, we have another little tiny bracelet that's going to match the first necklace that I showed you guys. Super, super pretty. You guys can definitely tell that this collection really kind of matches the jewel and gem and the stone and rock collection. I think it's super cute. So with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. Like I said, I'll have all the price points and everything listed down below for you guys. But if you want to buy anything from this collection, you guys can use code AllieD, which will save you guys 10% off. But I'll have all that stuff listed down below. So let's get you guys zoomed on in because I am so excited to play with this palette. Okay, so I threw in a pair of earrings. I'm not gonna lie, like they're not heavy, but the back was bending as I was trying to put on the back piece, like it was bending. So I definitely don't think these are gonna be that expensive of jewelry, which I really hope not, because I think they're more like just costume pieces, but they're super cute nonetheless. So we're gonna go on to this side. We're actually gonna go in with the stone and rock palette right here. I'm gonna do a fun look I want to create. So we're actually going to start off with the shade called Madness right here. I'm going to use this as my like transition shade. I'm going to do 2 different eye looks today for you guys so we can just play around with these palettes. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This one palette is just literally captivating my attention. So yesterday, guys, I'm going to kind of rant for just a quick little second. Yesterday, I did a lipstick declutter. And I always know that whenever you do any sort of declutter on your channel, you're going to get some sort of negative comments just because people feel that they are just upset with what you have. So yesterday I did get some negative comments about the lip products that I was decluttering and whatnot. And it's just, to me, it's just, I guess it's one of those situations where I'm damned if I do, if I'm damned if I don't. If I never declutter anything and I have just hordes and hordes of makeup, I'm such a hoarder. I'm so wasteful. These products just go to waste. They expire. But then if I declutter, I'm so wasteful. I wasted the products. I literally am such a hoarder. Like, it's screwed either way. But honestly, I don't care. I got rid of 99% of the makeup that I paid for. And I'm so glad. I'm going to keep decluttering on my channel because I don't want to have mounds and mounds of makeup, because at the end of the day, no one needs that much makeup. And it felt so good to get rid of so much stuff that I just don't use. And people just get upset. People just get upset if I, you know, discard lipsticks that I swatched and never really played with. That could have gone to one of them. I could have given them away. Okay, well, my job here on YouTube is to try out makeup. And if I try it out and yeah, it's nice, but I don't always use it, I'd rather, you know, do what I can with it, whether that means giving it to a friend or unfortunately discarding over time. Like, my job here is to try makeup, and not everything is going to work out for me. And I'm not going to just sit here and not try it just because you want to have it. You know, it's so weird. It's so weird. Because whenever I was serving, I never had to deal with people like really criticizing anything. But honestly, it doesn't even bother me. I'm real quick just to be like, block, move on. I could care less. But yeah, I just was letting you guys know I'm going to be doing more declutter because I want to bring down my collection. I don't want to have this much because at the end of the day, it's not getting as much use as I wanted to. And I'd rather, you know, I'd rather have my collection be full of products of what I actually use versus what I don't use. So, by the way, that's a really pretty color. Just wanted to just kind of rant that out there for just a minute. Because I don't always just see it on mine. I see it on Paige too, because Paige does a lot of declutters. She's especially doing major declutters right now because she is pregnant, so she is trying to, you know, bring down her collection. And she has definitely been given flack over the years with her declutter. That is such a pretty shade. Okay, so I'm going to deepen it up just a little bit. I'm going to go into the shade called Exuberance right here. Really pretty green shade. I'm going to use that as our outer corner today. I really, really, really love Odin eyes. I'm so grateful they reached out to me a long time ago and asked if they could send me PR, because their quality and the way they do their packaging to their formula is just so freaking good. I really have been enjoying this brand since the moment I played with them, and I'm just so grateful that they wanted to send me this collection. Now, there's definitely some kick up in the pan with this and a little bit of fallout, but that's not too bad. Then I'm going to go in the shade called Cheerfulness. That's a really pretty shade. And what I really enjoy about their brand is that I don't need glitter glue for their shadows. Like, their shadows perform so beautifully that I never had to put down glitter glue, which just makes me so excited because I really appreciate that. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the shade called Passion. It's really pretty green shade right here. And I'm just going to lay that down right here. Oh, that's so pretty. I think for like the under eye, I think we're gonna go with like a deeper green for the under eye and do like a really nice like white inner corner. But so far, I think this is a really, really pretty palette. It definitely hits the spot for me for someone who really does enjoy a really good green eyeshadow palette. This is just definitely hitting that spot. I think it's so freaking pretty. Okay, so for this eye, we're gonna go into the shade called Ecstasy, and we're gonna put this right here as our transition shade. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, I had started reading this book, and I know that like a lot of you guys ask for my book content, but it just never really does well on my channel. If I do book content, it'll probably be on Our Florida Life, because I just feel like it would make more sense. But I recently started reading a book. Me and my best friend Alyssa were like, oh, let's read a book together. And I've already kind of surpassed her because I couldn't help it. And I know I'm late to the game, but I just started reading a book called A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I've had this collection now for, I want to say a good like 6 or 7 months. And I haven't picked it up because I was in the middle of reading the Maze Runner series. But Alyssa's like, hey, let's just try reading this together. And I picked it up on Friday. I finished it on Sunday. It is just so freaking good that I'm already on the second book right now. I'm already 100 pages in the second book. I can't put it down. It's all I'm thinking about. And it just makes me so freaking happy because it's been so long since I found a book that I genuinely can't put down. Like, yeah, I was reading the Maze Runner series, and while it was okay, because it is just okay, I was just trying to, read it because I never read it. I always heard good things about it. And then when I was reading it, I was like, this is cool. But like at the same time, it's one of those books where I could put down and I don't think about. You know what I mean? But like A Court of Thorn and Roses, I consistently think about it. And it just made me miss reading. The only other book series that ever really did that to me, like truly, and this is like going way back, where I dreamt about the book series, was Twilight. When I read Twilight in high school, okay, let me tell you. I read Twilight in high school when it just launched. Nobody knew what Twilight was, mind you. Nobody's ever heard of it. Nothing. I happened to find it at my local Walden bookstore, which, by the way, that store has officially closed down at that location, which is so sad. But I found it there, and I was like, oh, what's this book? And so I read the back, and I hadn't seen anyone talk about it. I went on Amazon and didn't even see like barely any Amazon reviews on it. So I bought it, and I was like, let me just see what this book is all about. And I remember being in my AP literature class, and I had finished all my homework, so I was able to just sit there and read. So I started reading the book, and I literally could not put that book down. I mean, like, I could not put that book down. It was so freaking good that I was dreaming about Edward Collins. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need there to be another one. And I remember just being like so obsessed with that series. I was just eating, drinking, breathing. God, there's a lot of kick up in this. I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Heaven. Eating, drinking, breathing, Twilight. And yeah, I was the exact same with Harry Potter, mind you. But it's been a really long time as an adult since I found a book series that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to finish a series. I cannot put it down. It's so good. I mean, I guess you can kind of correlate it to like the After series. I was kind of not obsessed, but I did never want to put down the After series. But that series is like pure freaking trash, okay? I enjoyed the series. Don't let me steer you wrong. I enjoy the series, but I also can't deal with the back and forth fighting every 5 seconds and then hooking up every 2 seconds after that. It was so unrealistic. I was getting so irritated, but at least the description of what they were doing was very entertaining. So I really did enjoy the After series, but I will say there's something about A Court of Thorn and Roses that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is everything. I also am a very big fantasy reader. I love fantasy. And so I feel bad because like I get a lot of people asking me in my comment sections like, oh, what romantic books do you recommend? And I'm like, I don't, because I don't really read romance. And if I do read romance, honestly, I'm reading like dark romance or dark fantasy romance. I am not the biggest fan of just happy-go-lucky, everyone has a happy ending, they get together in the end, and it's fairy tales. Like, I don't know. I find that so boring. So I don't really read those books. If I do, they're only read during the summer when I would just want a quick, easy beach read, because that's what I consider those books, quick, easy beach reads. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about that because I'm gonna go in the shade called Rhapsody right here. It's so freaking pretty. I'm just like literally so obsessed with that book right now and I can't put it down. I always have some of you guys asking me for book recommendations and, I kind of do book content, but like I kind of stopped doing book content at the same time just because it's not popular on my channel and I expect it because I'm a makeup channel. But I just want to give you guys that quick little like, hey, if you're looking for a good series, if you haven't read it, go check out A Court of Thorn and Roses. You'll thank me later. It is fantasy, so it does deal with like magic and fairies and all that type of stuff. But if my best friend who does not like fantasy series, if she can read it and actually read it, I think you guys will like it. And right now I know Angelica is reading her other series, A Throne of Glass series, which I actually have that too, and I was going to read that next because I'm like, well, this is really good. I want to read that one next then. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, so then we're going to go into the shade called Elatedness right here. That's such a really pretty like inner corner shade. See, like this right here, I feel like you can wear like every day, right? I feel like it's a beautiful everyday wearing look. Okay, so this is kind of where we are right now. I think the eyes look really pretty. They look very soft, something that you can wear every single day. I love the way they look. So I'm going to quickly throw on my face. We're going to come back, do the under eyes together, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions of this collection because I will be doing a speed review at the very end of the month where I give you guys my final impressions on these palettes. So I'll be right back. Okay, so to finish off the looks, we're going to go back into the Stone and Rock palette right here. I'm going to take the shade called Cheer right here. I feel like that's a really, really pretty like blue-green shade. And I feel like it's going to complement my eye look really prettily, especially like, I feel like it's going to complement my eye look really nicely, especially if I do like a white liner. So I'm just going to take this, I'm just going to go right along the waterline right here. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, this is a really beautiful palette. I feel like it's really just kind of hitting that soft spot for me because I absolutely do love a really good green tone palette. I just feel like it's just hitting everything I'm looking for in terms of that so nicely. And then I'm going to go back to that first shade we went in with called Madness. I'm going to use that to kind of buff this out with. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And they're so, like, what I love about Odin's eye is that they're so easy to work with. The shadows are so blendable, yet so pigmented. Yeah, there's fallout, but, like, it's easy just to, like, blow it away. But the shimmers, oh my god, the shimmers are just so pretty. I just love the way the shimmers just glide on the eye. You don't have any issues if they blend so nicely with the mattes. It's just one thing I really do love about this brand. And on this eye, we're going to go into the shade called Intoxication right here. And we're going to do the same exact thing. And I think I'm just going to throw on some white liner from ColourPop to really kind of complement this look. Go back into that very first shade, Ecstasy. Use that to blend this out with. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking pretty. I love that. Okay, so to finish off the eye looks, we're going to go back into the Stone Rocks once again. We're going to go into the shade called Frenzy right here. We're going to use that as our inner corner and brow bone today. I think this is such a beautiful shade. I also love how they actually have a legitimate like white shade. Do you guys see this? Like, this is white. Like, that's kind of nice. I feel like you don't really see that often with brands coming out with really nice like white shades. I don't know what it is, but it's really hard to find the good white. Okay, I just got that in my eye. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, heads up, this does flake just a bit, and if it gets into your eyes, it's gonna sting like there's no tomorrow. So just be cautious when playing with this shade. So then for this eye, I realized that this shade right here that I wanted to originally play with, this shade right here, this is actually gonna be like a multi-chrome. Do you guys see that? So it goes from like, yeah, like a rose gold sort of white green. I feel like that's not gonna be as pretty in the inner corner right here because I feel like it's gonna be too reddish and I don't want that. So I think actually instead what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back into this one right here and I'm actually gonna use the white shade. Let's try white. I haven't used white in a hot minute. We use this as an inner corner and then we use the other shade to do our brow bone. Let's see what happens. So it's like this. Let's pack this right here. Okay, lay down nicely. Then we're gonna go into that duochrome shade that I just showed you, and we'll put this right here so we could have that really pretty, yeah, like gold green shift right here. Pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out and tell you guys what I think about this collection. Alrighty, guys, and this is the final look. So what do we think? What do we think? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think these eye looks turned out so freaking beautiful. I truly do. So we're gonna dive right on into the Stone and Rocks palette. First off, I love the outside packaging. I love the rocks you see here. I love the stones. Very beautiful. Very, very on point with Odin's eye. When you open it up, guys, when you open it up, you're gonna have this beautiful beautiful green brown palette. Definitely more on the cooler side. It is just, to me, it's absolutely stunning. I think this is probably one of the prettier palettes that Odin's Eye has ever come out with. You guys know how much I love their stuff. I have all their palettes, and I just truly think that this is such a gorgeous palette. I'm going to be going back into this time and time again because I just really love how this green eye look came out. I know you guys have seen me do green so many times, but there's just something about the way that this just sparkles, the way that it just blends, the way it just works. I think is so incredibly beautiful. I highly recommend checking this palette out. It's stunning. I have nothing bad to say about this. The mattes perform beautifully. The shimmers were so creamy and buttery, and I could wear this green eye look every day and be so freaking happy. Then we do have the Jewels and Gem palette. Now, I didn't really know what I was going to think about this at first because I was like, oh, it's not necessarily like my style. You guys know that I'm very much into colorful eye looks, but I will say I love the cool tone neutral palette. I really love the eye look that I created. I think it's a really soft, pretty, pink purple vibe, and I feel like this is something that you could definitely wear again every single day. You could dress it up, you guys can dress it down, you guys can wear this to work, you guys can wear it however. I think it's so easy. I think it's so beautiful, and I feel like it took so little time to achieve such a beautiful look, and I just again love the quality. I feel like there's definitely more multi-chromes in this palette than in the other one. Like you have this shade called Swoon, you have Rhapsody, and you have High that have a little bit more of like a dual chrome, multi-chrome shift to them. Very, very gorgeous shades. Very, very easy to work with. And even in the Stone Rock palette right here, the shade called High Spirits, this is going to be a multi-chrome right here as well. I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but that is a nice little multi-chrome shift. And I also love the little white shade in here. It's really hard to find a good white in a palette. So overall, I definitely think these palettes are gorgeous. It's really hard for me to tell you guys which one to get, but if I had to choose, I probably would pick the Stone Rock over the Jewel and Gem, but both are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I'll have all the information about the palettes listed down below. You guys can use the code Allie D to save you guys 10% off over at Odin's Eye. I'll have all the details about the launch, palette cost, everything down below. And then they're also launching their jewelry to go with it. Now I will say the jewelry's pretty. It definitely is more of like a costume piece jewelries. They're not ones that I necessarily would wear every single day, but I think they're really fun. I think they do complement the collection very, very nicely. But I feel like if you're definitely going to pick up anything, I'd recommend the palettes over the accessories personally. But I will say these earrings are probably the cutest, and I really am enjoying wearing them. And I feel like they complement the eye look nicely. So Odin's Eye, thank you guys so much for sending this my way. You guys know how much I absolutely love your brand, and it means the world to me that you guys send me this. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye! But when I do, I'll have everything. So first things first, I want to let you guys know. So first things first, I want to or the price point. Not to mention, you get 15 glorious. We have these really cool, these really cute heart, the really cute